welcome back to today's video. I am so excited. So today we're going to be doing more of like a chit chat style advice type of a video. So as you can see by the title above, today we are going to be talking about how to get over a breakup. And I know this can be a very difficult topic to talk about because everybody has a different way of dealing with things. But I'm just going to be talking based off of like my experience and what I find works best, or like what I've seen has worked best with my friends and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. With that being said, I did want to start off by saying that if you guys have any advice to offer or give, definitely comment down below. I feel like it'd be so cool to like start a discussion with you guys. I think the first thing I want to start this video off by saying is that you are beautiful, number one. And there's someone out there for you, number two, and the world is not going to end, number three. I promise you the world is not going to end. Like, you're going to be okay. I know, I feel like when you first come out of a relationship or a breakup rather, the hardest thing is to kind of like get out of your bubble, like this depressed bubble you're in, and just kind of see things for how they are. And obviously it can be very hard like right after a breakup happens, and definitely take the time to, you know, cry, you know, talk to your friends and do what you need to do, eat your junk food, like do you, but at the same time just know that like things will get better and there's something better out there for you. I know everyone says that, but it's so true. And so take the time you need, but also know that like you're going to be okay. And obviously depending on the situation, every breakup is different depending on like how long you are with that person, like the emotional or physical, you know, attachment that there was. It's obviously very difficult to go from like planning your life around somebody else to like having all this time to yourself and like having to replan your life to an extent. And I think for me that was always the hardest thing. It's like you kind of mold your life plan into like your partner's, and once that relationship is over, you realize like, oh my gosh, like I don't need to do like what I like was planning for, you know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily like have to move here or take a job there or vice versa. So I think that's kind of like one of the coolest things in a way, is to be able to like take a step back and be like, wow, like I have all this freedom now to, whether it be make some personal improvement changes or spend more time with friends and family, do something you enjoy. I feel like when you're in a relationship, sometimes you don't get to take that extra time you have to do things that you love, where you kind of are giving that time to your partner. And I know personally for me, one thing that I loved to do when I was fresh out of a breakup, and by all means steal my idea if you haven't done this already, because it's honestly such an amazing experience. Go to the movies by yourself. Like I used to go on Tuesday nights, I think it was, they had like $5 movie night at my movie theater, and I would literally just go to like a very late showing where there wouldn't be a lot of people, and like buy some popcorn, and I would just go sit at the movie theater and watch the movie by myself. And it's just like such a cool experience to like not feel like you like can't cry or like can't be scared or laugh. Like you're just by yourself, and it can be a little scary, so like maybe make sure there's some people in the movie theater. I remember one time I went and there was literally no one in the theater, and I was watching a scary movie and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be so bad. But that was definitely one of my favorite things to do. I also would like take one day out of the week to go to like my favorite breakfast spot by myself, and I would just like sit there and eat by myself and like read or work on homework or something. Like just take time for yourself, because you probably didn't have that time before. And obviously the next big thing I'm going to say is, you know, spend time with your friends and family. When you're going through a breakup, the hardest thing is you have all this extra time on your hands and you don't have that other person to like fill that time. So fill that time with your friends and family. I know for me, I would like call up my friend and be like, hey, like let's go get breakfast, or like get my mind off a thing, let's go shopping for the day or something like that. Especially like in the beginning, make sure you're spending time with your friends and family. Like take the time that you need, but then make sure you're filling your time like doing things to get your mind off of stuff, so you're not like checking, you know, his Instagram, his Snapchat. Like get off your phone, you know, like do things that keep you busy and preoccupied. And so I know like my mom and I would go to like museums, was kind of like our thing to do. Just find things to do that you never like had the chance to. Another big thing I would say, and I hate the fact that I'm about to say this, because I know like a year ago if I told myself this, I would be like, Meredith, that's what everyone says, it's not true, like ugh. But it's so true that it ended for a reason. And if that person's meant to be in your life, by all means they will probably walk right back in. They will. They most likely will. But think of it as like that was not your person, and your person is still out there, and you're just sitting on your bed eating God knows what and looking depressed. Get yourself together, get out there with your friends, and that person's out there. I think for me, that was such a big thing. You're like, oh my gosh, the world is over. There's no one out there for me. No one's gonna want me. But it's like, no, there are so many people out there. And so just kind of like go out with your friends, meet people, even if it's not like dating clubbish atmosphere, like just go out and like make friends, you know what I mean? Like there's somebody else out there for you that is like probably 100 times better. And I think once you start to get in the habit of doing those things, you kind of forget the fact that like there is this void in your life because you're filling that void. So again, I think going back to like what I was saying earlier, like the void is the hardest thing. The fact that you have this extra time, the fact that like you're by yourself. So I think the important thing when you're going through a breakup is to fill the void however you can. Like I said, friends, family, doing things for yourself. Again, I know when I was going through a breakup, it was such a big, important time for me because I learned so much about myself because I like was stuck with myself a lot of the time, and I was like, wow, like what are we gonna do today? What does Meredith actually want to do today? Not what does someone else want to do today? What do I want to do today? And so I just like found things that I loved. Like, so for instance, I realized that I actually really love photography. I'm not very good at it, but I love taking pictures of trees and plants and like sunsets. Like that is my thing. And I did that for a really long period of time when I was going through a breakup, and it just really helped me. Like it was something that I like took passion into and occupied my time, and I was like excited to do in the morning. I know for a lot of people, and I highly recommend this because it's something that I was doing too, obviously after a breakup you kind of feel like you want to like look extra good. I know that's like the first reaction girls have, and I totally agree. So go to the gym, like work off your stress, your anger, go to the gym, hit some cardio, do some weights, get yourself looking good while you're like depressed. Like why not? Like the best of both, right? Just kind of trying to get yourself back into a positive mindset. Obviously it does not happen overnight by any means, but just taking steps to improve your mental sanity is so important. For some people that's reading, for some people that's going for a walk, for some people that's working out. For me it was going to see movies by myself and eating by myself, which I don't know why, but that worked for me. But you have all this extra time now, you know what I mean? Like discover yourself. And I'm sure while you're discovering yourself, somebody is going to walk right into your life, like the person that's meant to, because you're not going to be thinking about it. You're not going to be like, have all these expectations and guards up. Like the person is just going to walk right in, and I bet you, come back here if it doesn't work, but I bet you that person is going to be better than your last, because you attract what you give off, you know what I mean? So like if you're doing things that make you happy and somebody just happens to be like around doing the same thing, they're probably going to be attracted to the fact that you like it too. And I just want to emphasize one more time, I know this video was like, I didn't really hit many things because I don't really feel like there are many things. Like I really feel like it is about yourself. Like I feel like you have to be selfish. Take time for yourself, spend time with your friends and family when you feel like you need to. Just improve yourself. Like this is great. This is a great opportunity for you to improve yourself. Figure out things you never thought you liked. But I really want to end this video off on a positive note by saying that it gets better. Keep your head up. Do something tomorrow. Literally do something tomorrow. If you're watching this and you're going through a breakup, that is going to make you feel better. Something that you've never done before, something that you've always wanted to do, go do it. I haven't taken pictures, honestly, like of trees, which I was just talking about how much I loved, in months. So tomorrow I'm gonna find time in my day to go and do that, because that's something I love to do. If you love drawing and you haven't drawn something in forever, draw. Sit down, put on some Mozart or Gucci Mane, I don't know, whatever you like, and draw. Find what makes you happy, because you don't need somebody to make you happy. You can make yourself happy. It's just taking the time to figure out what makes you happy. And like I said, the rest will follow. Somebody's gonna walk into your life, it's all going to work out, and you're gonna be just fine. Hopefully this video was helpful. I feel like when it comes to me talking, it's just me rambling and things don't always come out the way I want it to, but I really just wanted to film this because it was something that I was going through, and looking back, it's always the best when you can look back and be like, wow, I was so silly. Like, why was I upset over something like that? You know what I mean? And I'm not disregarding the fact that like it is hard to get over someone, and you know, you spend so much time with that person. But I think it's important to acknowledge that it's okay to end one chapter, and it's even better to start another. Do you know what I mean? Like, keep moving forward, keep growing as a person, and the right people are going to come your way. I promise. Definitely, like I said, let me know in the comments down below, guys, like the next advice video you'd like to see from me. I love sitting down and filming these. I just feel like they're more personal. I feel like I'm talking to my friend even though I'm looking at a camera right now, and I just really enjoy it. So like I said, let me know down below if you have any other advice. Be sure to add it down below so we can like help one another out, because I'm open to learning and hearing new things. So definitely comment down below. And as always, I will leave my social media in the info box, so be sure to follow me on those and subscribe if you're not already. I would totally appreciate that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.